whose first great idea was to buy a bus ticket to New York when she was 15? Why, it was the street lamp. The street lamp wanted to buy the bus ticket in order to escape Wisteria Lane. The street lamp just couldn't deal with it. No, it was Gabby. Never mind. Welcome back, Internet people. My name is Ryan. Today we are walking right on Mike Delfino's lawn because we don't care about all of the effort that he puts into it. This is Desperate Housewives. Mike Delfino's dog has something to do with Danielle being easy. Read into that exactly as much as you want.
Hey, can I help you with something?
Did you know how these lost dog posters were vandalized? I'm gonna start off angry.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I just can't believe someone would do that. Honestly, I don't really care about whatever's going on with the Vandy camps.
Oh, you don't care about Danielle being easy? I don't believe you.
But for someone to do this kind of vicious thing, and destroy flyers put up by some poor soul looking for their lost dog, it just makes me mad. It makes me lose faith in people.
Well, I can tell you one thing. They're not only cruel, but they're cheap bastards. I mean, blank paper isn't exactly expensive.
Right.
Tell me, Mike, can you think of anyone like that? Someone petty?
Well, I hate to say it, but do you think it could be Mrs. Davenport? I've overheard her making some obnoxious comments about Danielle's social life. And now that I think about it, vandalizing missing animal flyers sounds right up her alley.
What do you mean?
The woman's nuts. Every time I walk past her house, she gives Bongo the evil eye.
Your dog's name is Bongo. Oh, that's adorable.
And not just Bongo. Cats, dogs, rabbits, even squirrels. She freaks out at the sight of them. If anything seems like a threat to her precious garden, she takes it personally. Come to think of it, I haven't seen too many of those animals around recently.
What do you mean?
Probably nothing. You know what they say about animals and their instincts. They're probably smart enough to stay away from her. I mean, come on. She's just a cranky old lady. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
She could always nag them to death. Thank you. You've been very helpful, Mike. I need all the ammunition I can get to vindicate my son. Have a good day.
See ya.
Alright, Etta, we have you dead to rights. Why do you always wear a fucking gardening outfit wherever you go? You're literally just spending the day inside of your house. God damn it, I hate you. I hate you, Etta Davenport.
What now?
Oh no. Mike said he saw you tearing down some posters earlier. The same ones that have Danielle is easy written on the back.
So? What does that have to do with me?
What do you have against Danielle?
Ugh, are you even listening to me? I have nothing against Bree's daughter. I ripped down the posters because they're an eyesore.
It's hard to imagine you walking around the neighborhood in the middle of the night, posting flyers all over town.
I've had just about enough of you. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Well, I have a few questions only you can answer.
What are you talking about?
How do wrinkles get 3 miles deep? Mike Delfino said that you seem to get crazy whenever animals are anywhere near your garden.
Oh, he's still mad that I blamed his stupid dog for destroying my garden before.
He might have a point about how you react to animals. I found this dog tag in your... Oh my god, did you kill the dog and bury it in your garden in order to make your shitty flowers grow nicer?
Huh, now you're overreacting. It probably just fell off one of those vile animals that was trying to destroy my garden. In fact, there you have it, proof.
Well, at least you have a whole arsenal of poison to ward off further attacks.
I don't like your tone. Just, what are you getting at?
I love all of these dialogue options. You have the back out of the dialogue tree option. Then you have your dog got killed by large rats and you buried him in your front yard and honored him with a beautiful garden. I don't buy that one. You have you kill animals using rat poisons and then bury them under your garden. I like that one. But my favorite is this. It's all just a series of ridiculous coincidences that don't mean anything whatsoever. Alright, I'm gonna go with this one.
Well, I could protest, but why bother? You got me. Those pesky animals make a wonderful fertilizer, by the way.
I knew you were mean and petty, but I had no idea you were actually pure evil.
So, what now? You found out my big, dark secret. What are you gonna do about it?
The real question is, what are you gonna do to stop me from reporting this?
You want some hush money? I'm having enough trouble paying my mortgage. Rod didn't leave me with much after all.
Oh my god, put it away. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear your fucking sob story, Etta.
So, I suppose my fate is entirely in your hands.
Well, tell me why you did it, then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with you.
It was all my husband's fault.
Save it, Etta. You've been a widow for years.
Well, he didn't literally force me to do it, but it's complicated, so let me explain. Rod was the love of my life. Unfortunately, I wasn't the love of his.
That much is obvious. Just look at you.
He had this dog, Sparky, and he spent all of his time with him.
It's wonderful that he had a pet that he cared so much about. What do you have against dogs?
To be honest, it was embarrassing how he fawned over that mutt. Well, since Rod never gave me any attention, I had no choice but to take up a hobby. So I took up gardening. Ugh, but that little bastard Sparky. He would always dig up whatever I had just planted. Strawberries, carrots, lilies, it didn't matter.
Tell me, Mrs. Davenport, how does your husband having a dog he loved turn you into a vicious killer?
Well, instead of punishing his little mutt for his little forays into my garden, Rod would encourage it. So one day, I decided to teach that mutt a lesson. I put a little rat poison near the rose garden. I didn't think it'd be enough to kill him. I was just trying to get him sick, so he wouldn't go near it anymore.
And then what happened?
Of course, Rod didn't know I had accidentally killed Sparky. I wasn't sure what to do with the body, so I buried it in my garden.
And that's when you developed an addiction for burying dead animals in your garden. You just had to have another taste, and squirrels were so abundant.
Once Rod noticed Sparky was gone, I planted the seed, so to speak, that the dog had run off. Rod was depressed for weeks. I think he thought I might have done something because he was very standoffish. Shortly after that, Rod left me for that other woman. From that point on, my garden is all I have left. Only the next time an animal tried to ruin my garden, I was ready.
So it never occurred to you that you were being psychotic.
Look, I know I wasn't being rational, but my garden was all I had left. And it was so easy to get rid of them. Another lost pet. Big deal. No one takes any notice. Then I decided to move on to preemptive strikes. If an animal looked at my garden funny, he was a goner. And they made such great fertilizer, too. Oh, my garden has never looked better.
Oh my god, you are actually crazy. There is more to life than just gardening, Mrs. Davenport.
I know, but I can't stop. And my garden has never looked better.
You're probably right. You're far too old set in your ways to change. What you need is, I don't know, prison.
You know what? I'm going to change just to prove you wrong. If you could find it in your heart to keep the secret between the two of us, I would be forever in your debt.
Well, all right, but if I even hear about one more missing dog, I'm going straight to the police.
Oh, thank you.
Well, all right then. So if Etta didn't make the posters saying Daniel, why didn't we conceive of some awful way of getting Mrs. Davenport to write Daniel is easy on a piece of paper? Kind of disappointed now. I guess all I can do now is just look for the mailman. There was a mailman that she mentioned. Something about Pressport or something. I don't know. I have seen a mailman that wanders around every once in a while. It's just, this place is so empty all of a sudden. You know, it occurs to me that I never attempted to just walk off Wisteria Lane. I wonder what's over here, if anything. This is as far as a housewife is allowed to go. The Chrysler Pacifica, on the other hand, can go forever. I guess it is 8 p.m. I don't think that's... I think that's a normal time for mailmen to be wandering around. Let's go inside and cook a dish! Loving family. Hi. I'm so excited to hear background music because I'm cooking shrimp cocktail for dinner. Shrimp goes on grill. Green pepper goes on knife. Flip that. Onion goes on knife. Boop, boop, boop. Chopped pepper goes in the pan, and then the onion goes in the pan, and then I stir it, I guess. I don't know. Some tomato juice, some tomato paste, some horseradish. Throw some shrimp in there. Stir it like crazy, and then I win everything. Hey everyone, glad you cleared the fucking plates off the table. I made you some shrimp cocktail. I won't eat it because I haven't eaten in my entire life. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night. Enjoy your food, useless humans. Oh, I have to change my outfit back to something that isn't the worst. Man, I miss the Argyle sweater. It's been such a long time. According to my quest log, my mission log, the goals, the mailman appears at 9 a.m. Alright, I will stand in the middle of the street wearing my booty shorts and coax the mailman into, love. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this game in fast mode, it's great! Alright, it's 9 a.m. Mailman's supposed to be here. Where is he? Apparently he's over here.
Good day, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Hello, mailman. How are you? I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Wait, no, I need to know who got a certain package, because opening with that with a mailman makes perfect sense.
Well, ma'am, that's confidential information. I really have to keep working. Good day, ma'am.
Listen, I'll cut to the fucking chase. Someone in the neighborhood infested my house with bugs, and the only clue I have is that they got the bugs from Pestport. I'm looking for some help here.
Okay. Maybe I can help you out, but I'm gonna need an incentive.
Well, there's another package we could discuss in some detail. Why don't you step inside my house?
Well, it has been a long day. Might be nice to unwind a little.
Alright, I fucked the mailman. Makes sense. Also, my husband is totally at home right now.
That was the most complete inspection of a package I've ever experienced. And one good turn deserves another.
Oh boy.
Here's a copy of the order form that came with the package you were asking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really have to get back to work.
You just literally carry around order forms for packages that you delivered like a week ago?
But know that you've performed a public service. Or at least performed an act on a public servant.
Now I know you're part of the federal government. I give and I give, and this is the thanks I get? Some impersonal computer form? Thanks for nothing. Alright, what did I pick up? It's Tabitha. Who knew?
Yeah? What do you want?
How dare you treat my family that way?
What are you talking about?
You tried to destroy my garden with those vicious little pests of yours.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play coy
Perhaps you
with
should
me.
up
I have a
your
receipt
meds,
from
sweetie.
Passport with your signature on it.
How did you get that?
I don't think that matters so much as the fact that the receipt proves you were responsible for these flyers.
What flyers? What are you talking about?
The flyers defaming Danielle. The handwritten flyers that match the handwriting on your order form.
So, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I was going to call the cops, but I wasn't sure I had enough. But also, I discovered you were sending emails using my son's account.
You can't be serious. Besides, There's no way to prove I sent Allison those emails.
Aha! Haha! I didn't say Allison got those emails. I got you now.
Okay, you caught me. So now what?
I'm a real Angela Lansbury. Well, all I could say is it's a good thing you're a fall color, because you're going to be wearing an orange jumpsuit for a long, long time.
I don't need to do anything. There's no way you can get me in trouble. My father is a close friend of the sheriff, as well as a longtime member of the city council. I'm untouchable in this town, honey.
Well, your daddy may know a few people, but I have even higher connections.
You're just trying to scare me.
No, I'm just speaking the truth. I happen to be very good friends with someone at the FIB.
I don't believe you.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I hear spending a few years in a 6x9 prison cell gives you plenty of time to think about things.
Wait a second. Let's talk about this. Maybe we can make a deal.
You got your chance, sweetie. I need to make a call.
Wait, please, show some mercy.
After what you tried to do to my son and to me? You mildly defamed him, and you put some bugs in my garden, so you have to go to prison for the rest of your life. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a call to make.
Yes, Mary?
Oh, right. Please don't call me that, Eric. Please call me Blanca.
Oh, sorry. What's going on?
Eric, I'll cut to the chase. My son is a moron.
I don't know exactly how I can help with that.
My son is being framed for posting nasty flyers about a neighborhood girl. He's also being accused of sending out lewd and threatening emails to another girl. And I feel a little silly even mentioning this, but someone let a whole bunch of nasty foreign-looking bugs loose on my garden?
Could you describe these insects?
I'm not an entomologist, Eric. All I can say is they're big, purple, nasty little things that almost ruined my garden. Actually, they did ruin my garden, and I removed all my plants, and now there's only like 4 weeds. But that's beside the point.
Well, that kind of bug doesn't sound native to North America. You don't happen to know where they came from, do you?
Oh, Tabitha ordered them online from Pestport.
If those insects aren't indigenous to this country, bringing them in is illegal.
Is illegal? Oh boy, what kind of sentence would you get?
At least 6 to 8 years in prison.
That's so long. Just for ordering bugs online?
From the way you describe it, there's no way this insect would make it into the U.S. legally. I read an alert on these bugs. They're a danger to crops and they reproduce at an alarming rate. They're on the watch list at customs.
It's so convenient that you know anything about bugs.
This Pestport must be a smuggling operation. And as the buyer, she's guilty of a federal crime.
What about all the stuff she did to my son? No one cares about that, Blanca.
If she goes down for importing the bugs, none of that will matter. She'll do the time.
So can you help me put her in jail?
Just say the word and I'll get some men on it.
Do it. I want her to pay for her crimes.
Are you sure? There's no turning back once the Bureau's involved.
Yes, I'm sure. Alright. Son, I did everything. I did everything you wanted from me.
So, have you figured out who's behind it yet?
It was Tabitha Savage.
I wish I was surprised, but after what she pulled before, I'm not. So what are we gonna do about her?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm sending her to prison for 6 to 8 years.
Prison? Wow. Isn't that a little harsh?
That's what you get for messing with my family.
Well, okay. Thanks, Mom.
Don't thank me yet. I want you to realize that you're partially responsible for this whole mess.
You're blaming me for this?
You're damn right I am. You're the new kid in town, and you were playing the field within weeks. There are repercussions.
Well, I guess you've got a point there. So are the girls still mad at me?
Yes. You're going to have to make amends with them on your own.
Okay, Mom. I'm just glad this whole thing is over.
Me too. Oh.
The package should be on its way.
Well, wow, what if I don't want to open it?
Believe me, you'll want to look at the contents.
Alright, thanks, I guess. Does this mean more time with the mailman? Oh, that was fast. The mailman has a spring in his step all of a sudden. Item added to your inventory. Vincent's package.
To succeed in life, it is important to understand when it's time to fight the good fight and when it's time to make amends. Even though this can be frustrating, it's a fact of life.
They did model the dog! Ah!
But when things are taken too far, we may well find ourselves forced to pay the price for years to come.
I guess that makes a very convenient spot to end our episode. Next time, I don't know. Desperate Housewives. Thanks for watching.